Hi there, my fellow YouTubers and my fellow Twitter followers. Now, there are some of you out there that are interested in learning astral projection, out-of-body experiences. The purpose of this video is to actually share with you some of the books that I have read in the past that have worked amazingly. And again, the books that I'm about to share with you, I have read them and I stand by them. Okay. Alright. Thing is that all these techniques that I have learned from these books, I have implemented them in the out-of-body experiences that I learned throughout the years. I'm not going to give you a load of mumbo jumbo. Okay. Thing is that if I read a book, I have to, basically you have to believe in what you are reading. The thing is that, in my opinion, if you read something, you have to believe it yourself. Okay? And like, for instance, I'm not going to tell you, yeah, this is how you do something, this is how you do this, and this is how you do that. But if I don't believe it, why should you believe me? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, I'll use the analogy. Me, okay, making a cookbook, okay? I have all these amazing recipes, and I'm selling these books. I'm telling, but I absolutely don't believe in my recipes, okay? I haven't even tasted my recipes. Do you get the gist that I'm trying to say? If you say something, if you are explaining something, you have to believe it yourself. If you don't, that's contradicting yourself. Okay, just wanted to throw that one out there. So again, these are some books that I have read, and I'm gonna share with you. Hold on a second. So for anyone out there that is interested in, like I said, learning out-of-body experiences, and I'm not using this term, the phase, okay? I'm not using the term the phase, because to be frank, it confuses the hell out of people. Alright? I'm old school. Alright? So, out-of-body experiences, astral projection, lucid dreaming. Alright? The very first book I ever read was this one. Hold on, you can see it. Soul Traveler by Albert Taylor. Okay. So basically, I'm going to read a bit of the back. Soul Traveler is for people who need to explore the real final frontier, our spiritual selves. Okay. Basically, it says, can out-of-body experiences help shape our destinies? In this amazing account, former NASA aeronautical engineer and space researcher Albert Taylor shines a dazzling light into the tunnel of the unconscious mind. From the death-like night paralysis and lucid dreams of his childhood, dubbed witch rides by his grandmother, to his later quest to explain these extraordinary episodes, Taylor learned to identify the early signs of his facility for out-of-body experiences, also known as astral projection. Through extensive research and experimentation, Taylor learned to control his incredible flights or soul travel, enabling him to move beyond our physical plane, go to distant places, communicate with the dead, and gain psychic insights and miraculous healing powers. Ultimately, he came to a deeper understanding of his role on Earth and the meaning of life and death. Now Taylor shares his remarkable journey of discovery and shows how we too can develop this phenomenal ability, offering striking proof of dimensions beyond our own. So yeah, this was one of the first ones that I bought after hearing Albert Taylor on Coast to Coast AM, or otherwise known as back then, the Art Bell Show, and it's a #1 Los Angeles Times bestseller. Number 2, this is another great book, Adventures Beyond the Body And again, basically the title, How to Experience Out-of-Body Travel, an intriguing guidebook for those who want to venture beyond the horizon of ordinary reality. And the author is William Buhlman. I read this book some time ago and it helped immensely. I learned many different techniques within this book. So I suggest you get yourself a copy. Yeah, I'm sure you can get it on Amazon or whatever. So here we go. It says, explore new worlds. Can't even read that. It says, okay, William Buhlman has trained out-of-body travelers in his workshops for more than a decade, teaching people how to project their consciousness outside the limits of their physical bodies and to explore dimensions and worlds beyond everyday life. He vividly recounts his own adventures in parallel universes described in the New Physics theories of Stephen Hawking, Patty Davies, and Fred Alan Wolf, and presents his step-by-step guide to astral travel, including exercises, tips, techniques, and answers to every question about out-of-body experiences. Astral travel, Buhlman reveals, not only can you expand your consciousness, it can help you verify the existence of the soul. Okay, let me underline that. It can help you verify the existence of the soul. Okay, and the thing is that there are, like, I encounter a lot of people who still kind of are skeptical, and it amazes me. Thing is that when you experience this, it's you are changed. Okay, it changes you when you experience that other side, so to speak. You come back different. You come back with a different perspective on the way you look at this world. Anyhow, let me continue. Okay, so yeah, so basically this one is another great book. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. I actually lent this book and this book to people who were interested in out-of-body travel, and I never got them back. Okay, so I had to reorder them. So basically, I am never going to lend anybody a book ever again. I'll recommend a book, but I'm never lending anybody a book because I never get them back. All right, next one. And here's a pretty popular one. Robert Monroe, Journeys Out of the Body. And I'll read a little bit of the back. Robert Monroe, a Virginia businessman, began to have experience that drastically altered his life, unpredictably and without his willing it. Monroe found himself leaving his physical body to travel via the second body to locales far removed from the physical and spiritual realities of his life. He was inhabiting a place unbounded by time or death. Robert Monroe's experiences are probably the most intriguing of any person's in our time, with the possible exception of Carlos Castaneda. Monroe's account of his travels, Journeys Out of the Body, jam-packed with parasitic goblins and dead humans, astral sex, scary trips into mind-boggling other dimensions, and practical tips on how to get out of your body. All told with wry humor, quickly became a cult sensation with its publication in 1971 and has been through many printings. So basically this was printed in 1971 and it's hugely still popular right now. Like I said, I read this one, and as stated, I recommend this book. The tips and techniques, even I go through them again. I read it over again just to keep the mind fresh. Here's another one which you might find a little way out there. Dr. Bruce Goldberg, Astro Voyages, Mastering the Art of Soul Travel. All right. Here's the bit of the description from the back. Free yourself from the limitations of the Earth's plane and the laws of space and time with the help of Astro Voyages, the most comprehensive astro travel book on the market. Through more than 65 exercises, you'll learn to safely leave your physical body and return unharmed from explorations of the upper astral and the causal, mental, and etheric planes or realms. You might even venture to the soul plane and observe evolution of the karmic future. Now, here are some other ones. What happens to the physical body while your soul is voyaging? The difference between an out-of-body experience, a near-death experience, and conscious out-of-body experience. How to determine what dimension you're on while astral traveling. How you can meet kindred spirits on the astral plane. What is it like to be with the masters and guides and review your karmic cycle on the soul plane? Finding your karmic purpose while astral traveling. Okay. Now, Dr. Bruce Goldberg is a clinical hypnotist who has regressed 11,000 patients, individual patients. He has many other books. He's been seen on Oprah, Lisa, Donahue, The Joan Rivers Show. And yeah, so this is another book that I recommend. It's like it has pretty good techniques again. And that's another one. I know I'm going through all the books that I've read basically to expand the mind. Now, right now I'm reading Exploring the Fifth Dimension. It's Parallel Universes, Teleportation, and Out-of-Body Travel. Again, Dr. Bruce Goldberg. Past, again, sometimes you can hear him on Coast to Coast AM with George Nori. And if you ever want to visit his website, it's drbrucegoldberg.com, where you can order his books, or you can go to Amazon.com. Now, some other books that I've read, non-related to astral projection. Number one is The Path of the Dream Healer, the Quantum World of Energy Healing. Basically, it's about a young kid. Well, it's been a few years. Adam is a young, incredibly gifted, distant energy healer in the path of the Dream Healer. Adam shares his miraculous story of how he discovered his ability to heal injuries and illness. He explains that we are all interconnected, and with a focused intention to heal and the power of energy, we all have the ability to heal ourselves. The Path of the Dream Healer features Adam's healing visualizations that have given thousands of people incredible strength and empowerment to participate in their own healing with profound and lasting changes. So yeah, that's another one right there. Dream Healer. That's another. It's basically the same one. There's Dream Healer 1, Dream Healer 2, and Path of the Dream Healer. This one is a guide to healing and self-empowerment. It gives you great. There's some illustrations, like on how to feel your energy, so to speak, seeing your energy, how to bring in energy, how to visualize and all that. And I tried some of these techniques, and like I said, they work. They're pretty intense when you learn. It's pretty miraculous, I guess you can say. Visualization, it's definitely works. Let's see. So yeah, your mind directly affects your immune system, grounding your energy, joining your aura to those around you. Auras joined as one. This is another one, and another book. I don't have it handy on me because I lent out the book and I never got it back. Is a book called You Are Psychic by Pete A. Sanders, and I've done a blog about this in the past relating to the book, and I had some unusual experiences with the after doing the tips and techniques from this book. Now I had the J-Lo the J-Lo P. Diddy dream, and about the club, the incident in the club, and then a week later it ended up happening. There was one where I had the 3-minute deja vu, where basically I knew what was going to happen before it was going to happen, but for 3 minutes. You know, you've had that instance where you had deja vu and it lasts a split second. This was like 3 minutes, and it tripped me out. So You Are Psychic by Pete A. Sanders is another one I recommend. And yes, so those are some of the books that I have read. And yeah, so if you have any questions, like I said, I am doing this video so you, the individual, can get a better feel on some of the books I have read to progress myself, to expand my mind, expand the consciousness. But you know what? I'm still learning. Every day is a beautiful day. Every day is a day where we can learn something new. Until the next vlog, happy travels.